Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This is Miller, complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check your backer, check your backer.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Bears take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
6'6", pull it high. Check nickel.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll go option to the short side. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, kill. Rush in. Rush in. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Yes, sir. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
5'9".
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On second down now, it's Sanders. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
I'm here all day. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check in. Check in. Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Great 15. Great 15.
Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Jackson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
From the 36, Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Go. 280. 49. Let's go, D. 20. 57. 57.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, exit. Cut.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Rosas puts this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jim. Hey, ball. You're not ready. 18.
To throw again on second down, Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
18. Alert. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Switch. Hey, alert. Alert. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, that's... Alert. Check.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Move. Hey, 18.
From the 30 on second down, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. Oh, some strong running. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Gets past one man. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, seam 6. Yes, Mike. I got one. Check 50. Slam. Hang in there now.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
49. 49 to Mike. All day, baby. All day. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Gotta let him breathe.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Slam. Lock in. Hey, echo.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Bears first down.
Put up! 180! Red, up! Get the ball! Switch! Recon, 132 fighter! I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Hey, watch it.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. They find some open field here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down and 4, Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
Eagles, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
40. He's checking. Crash.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the Bears' 8-yard line.
It's second and goal back to the 8-yard line now. To throw, it's Wentz. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 53 for Mike. Hey, Mike 7. I'm going to rush because I'm about to take you to school.
Now Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack on first down, Trubisky, Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 83 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nigel Bradham brings him down. They try again with Cohen. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Here's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Trubisky will throw. Going up top for Miller. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards.
First down, Chicago.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. This is Cohen, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Lock in. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble-prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try the left side. Shea, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Bring it to you.
Now again, right side. Shea. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Philadelphia, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.